Hi guys, Andy Carter here, PGA Teaching Pro at Trafford Golf Centre in Manchester, and welcome down to another episode of On-Course Tutorials. And this is all about trying to help you guys with your decision making, course management, shot selection and club selection as well. It's just making sure that you can utilise all the options that are available to you. And this is going to be my best one, I think. I enjoy this one. Got the big dog in the hands. And when I turned to the golf course there, I thought, right, I'm going to go down to that hole. It's going to be downwind, it's a par 5, it's only a short one, it's 483, but it's downwind. So I thought, you know what, if there's a hole anywhere on this golf course that I can open my shoulders, it's this one. Because when I come here, I can assess that, I know the pros and cons of the hole. If I carve it a long way to the right hand side towards that really big tree, past there is out of bounds, a few houses, hopefully no conservatories. If I go left, I'm obviously still on the golf course, but the trees aren't really too dense. But in my head, I also know that if it's downwind, it's quite a strong downwind today, the ball's not going to have a massive amount of curvature on it from the way I hit it. So what I've done today, I've teed the ball up higher than I normally would, and I'm going to adjust my setup a little bit to suit it. So I'm going to obviously keep the ball position further forward in my stance, but I'm actually going to set this right shoulder lower than the left shoulder. So now I've got my launch, I'm encouraging a really high launch angle. If I can get the strike to be as I want it to be, I can launch the ball up high. There's a couple of holes on a golf course where you have to make sure that you kind of hitting fairway. You're going to make sure you stick to your technique. But there's also a couple of holes like this one where you can just open the shoulders and max it out. Okay, so what I've got here, I've got it's a big fairway. It looks pretty huge to me. I've got a bunker in the distance that I can't reach. It's about 400 yards away. So I'm aiming at that. I've got my right shoulder down. My weights also, as a result, come back towards my right foot, and I just want to launch this high. Oh, give it the world. So it's gone down the left side of the fairway. It's probably, at worst, it's in the semi-rough, but I've absolutely crunched it. I've even lost my balance, as you saw, but I know that I can afford to do it on this hole because I've got loads and loads of room to work with. It's not a hole. I don't drive like that on all the time. I only do it when I know I can open my shoulders and just give it some socks. So when you get onto a hole, I want you to try and figure out what that tee shot requires. Does it require a fade? Does it require a draw? Is it downwind? Can you max out and go for it? Is there loads of room left and right where if you do miss it, you're not in a massive amount of danger? Hitting the right shot at the right time is what's going to get you better results, is what's going to get your scores lower. And I think an experience of knowing when to do that as well is also going to help with you. That little tip there is just about how to gain a little bit more height onto your driver. So even just if you're not maxing out, if you're not trying to hit the ball hard, if you're struggling to get height on your driver, have a little look at setup. Make sure that ball position's forward towards the left side. Make sure, if anything, that your shoulders are not straight like this, leaning towards your left side. You're back onto your right foot. The shoulders are pointing up to the sky. We want that launch angle going up. There's a tiny bit of added weight onto your right foot, 55% onto your right foot, because it's just going to help get that little bit of extra launch angle from the club face through impact. So it's something for you to really go and try out, but also in regards to this kind of on-course tutorial, make sure you can decide what's the best shot to hit, what club, what's the shot, why, where to miss it, where not to miss it. Really key elements. It's not too much negative self-talk to talk to yourself where not to miss it, because you are then making yourself aware of it as well. So work through it. Give yourself the pros and cons and go from there. But I've just gotten to this tee, downwind, wide fairway, max it out. Guys, I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial. There's loads more to come. There's loads more already up on the channel as well. So please subscribe. It's completely free to do so. And also you'll get a lot of updates then on future tips, future course vlogs with myself and a couple of lads from Trafford Golf Centre, whereby you can hopefully learn more and more to help your game. Guys, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you soon.